Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Everything you've been told about true generosity might be wrong. We often measure charity by what we give, the quantity, the size of the sacrifice. But the hidden truth, revealed in the ancient wisdom of the Quran, is that Allah SWT measures it differently. He sees not just the act, but the purity of the heart behind it, and He literally multiplies what seems like nothing into unimaginable abundance. What if giving your last possession was the path to endless provision? Centuries ago, in a land parched by relentless drought, a small village clung to existence. The wells had run dry, the fields lay barren, and the once vibrant market was now a quiet testament to scarcity. Hunger was a constant companion, its shadow stretching over every home, every family. Hope, like the dwindling water supply, was becoming a precious, rare commodity. In these dire times, the true essence of humanity was tested. Would they hoard their last morsels, or would compassion prevail? The Quran teaches that even in hardship, giving is a path to blessings. It is a challenge to trust in the divine promise, to believe that a hand extended in charity is a hand that Allah SWT will fill. But for many, the fear of tomorrow overshadowed the lessons of yesterday. Among them lived Layla, a widow. Her life was a constant struggle against the encroaching poverty. Her small dwelling, once filled with the warmth of family, now echoed with silence. She had no husband to provide, no children to share her burden, only the unwavering strength of her faith and a small, dwindling supply of dates, her last sustenance. Each date was a measure of her survival, a precious bite against the gnawing emptiness. She rationed them, one by one, stretching her meager supply as far as it could go. Her hunger was a dull ache, but her spirit remained unbroken. She knew that true sustenance came not from the earth, but from the heavens, from the boundless mercy of Allah SWT. One evening, as the last rays of sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the village, a knock came at Layla's door. It was a traveler, exhausted and famished, his face etched with the weariness of a long journey and the pangs of hunger. He spoke of distant lands, of even greater famine, and of a desperate plea for any morsel of food. Layla looked at her remaining dates, a mere handful, barely enough for another day. Her stomach rumbled, a stark reminder of her own plight. The struggle was fierce, her own survival versus the dire need of a stranger. This was the moment of truth, a test of her faith, a crucible where her principles would either solidify or crumble. But Layla remembered the words of the Quran, the promises of Allah SWT for those who give in His way. She recalled that true wealth lies not in what is kept, but in what is shared. With a deep breath, and a heart filled with reliance upon her Lord, she made her decision. The traveler's need outweighed her own. Without hesitation, she gathered every single date she possessed, her entire remaining store, and placed them into the outstretched, trembling hands of the traveler. It was literally everything she had. The traveler looked at her, his eyes wide with gratitude and disbelief. Layla offered a gentle smile, a silent prayer echoing in her heart. This was the ultimate act of charity, given from pure need, not from surplus. And Allah SWT describes such an act in Surah Al-Baqarah, 2:261. The example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like a seed of grain which grows 7 spikes, in each spike is 100 grains. And Allah multiplies His reward for whom He wills. And Allah is all-encompassing and knowing. The traveler departed, leaving Layla's home utterly empty of food. Yet, an unusual sense of peace settled over her. The gnawing hunger was still there, but it was overshadowed by a profound tranquility, a trust that Allah SWT would not abandon her. She had sown a seed of faith, and now she waited, not with anxiety, but with serene expectation. The next morning, Layla awoke to an unexpected sound. A gentle scratching at her door, unlike anything she had heard before. She cautiously opened it, expecting nothing but the usual barren landscape. But what she saw defied the drought, defied logic, and whispered of a divine intervention. There, nestled against her threshold, was a small, forgotten date palm, one that had been overlooked for years, presumed dead in the relentless sun. But this morning, it was laden with the ripest, most abundant clusters of dates she had ever seen. The fruit glowed golden in the dawnlight, far more than she had ever possessed. Layla stared, tears welling in her eyes. It was a miracle, a direct fulfillment of Allah's promise. Her single handful of dates, given with sincere devotion, had been multiplied exponentially. It was not just sustenance for a day, but an overflowing bounty that would last her for months, perhaps even years. News of Layla's miraculous palm spread like wildfire through the struggling village. People came to witness the impossible, to touch the abundant food that sprang from barren earth. They saw not just a tree, but a tangible sign of divine mercy, a living testament to the power of sincere charity. Layla, now blessed with abundance beyond her wildest dreams, did not hoard her new wealth. Instead, she shared it freely, remembering the hunger she had known, the despair she had witnessed. Her home became a beacon of hope, a place where the hungry found food, and the desperate found solace. Her generosity multiplied not only her dates but also the blessings in her community. The story of Layla became a living parable, a reminder that Allah SWT's promises are true, and His blessings flow to those who give in His path. It taught them that charity is not a loss, but an investment. A small seed planted in faith can yield a harvest of unimaginable proportions. It transformed their understanding of provision. The Quran repeatedly emphasizes this profound principle. Surah Sabah 34:39 states, "Say, indeed, my Lord extends provision for whom He wills of His servants and restricts it for him. But whatever thing you spend, in His cause, He will compensate it, and He is the best of providers." Every act of sincere charity, no matter how small, is a direct transaction with the divine. It's a secret that many forget: giving does not diminish, it amplifies. It's not about the wealth you possess, but the generosity you express. The true measure of a gift is not its monetary value, but the heart from which it springs. A single date given in sincerity can outweigh mountains of gold given grudgingly. This timeless story resonates powerfully even today. Across lands like Palestine, Lebanon, Sudan, Somalia, and the Sahel, countless souls endure hardship, facing scarcity and uncertainty. Their struggles call upon us to remember Layla's lesson, to extend a hand of compassion and trust in Allah SWT's promise. Your generosity, even if it feels like a mere handful of dates, can be a spark of hope, a lifeline for those in need. It can be the catalyst for a divine multiplication, not just in this life, but in the eternal hereafter. For Allah SWT sees every intention, every sacrifice, and His reward is beyond measure. If this story of faith and divine abundance has moved your heart, please consider showing your support. Gently press that like button to help this message of hope and generosity reach more brothers and sisters around the world. Your small action helps us connect with countless others seeking guidance and inspiration from the Quran. For more cinematic Quranic stories and profound insights that illuminate the path of faith, we humbly invite you to subscribe to Sacred Ayat. Join our growing community dedicated to exploring the timeless wisdom of Islam through reverent, high-quality documentaries. We strive to bring you stories that touch the soul. This story is a powerful reminder of Allah SWT's boundless mercy. Share this video with someone who would be moved by its message, a precious act of Sadaqah Yoriyah, ongoing charity that continues to bless you. Spread the light of knowledge and faith to those around you, and let its ripple effects bless countless lives. Finally, we cherish your thoughts and insights. Please leave a comment below and let us know which Quranic story or prophetic lesson you would like us to explore next. Your feedback guides our journey. May Allah SWT bless your generosity and fill your life with His abundant grace. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.